Okay, and then
Yesterday.
on the 28th,
At around 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock, I'm about to eat something because I couldn't sleep all night. I was very upset. I didn't eat. I finally made something. I was just about to sit down and eat my cup of tea and everything, and the police rang the doorbell. I didn't even see who those two policemen were that night. Must be the same one, because he was already irritated. His face was irritated when I opened the door for him. He wasn't in a good mood. You can tell. I can tell. I have taught all this. Body language. He said, "Come out. I need to give you some papers." I'm like, "What are the papers about?" I have that video. Did I send you?
yes.
What is it about? He's like, "I have to give it to you. You have to come out first." I said, "Give it to me." You need to come out in order for me to give it to you. I didn't find it very. I found it very strange, fishy. Why do I have to step out of the house in order for him to give me some papers to sign? I didn't, and then I had still had Mr. John because words in my mind that men are not supposed to come. A lady should be present. And then there were 3 policemen, and they were being rough, rude, talking rudely, and I was scared. The way they behaved with me last night, I was scared. The way they behaved, I was scared. I didn't know what they would do. But I go from this door then, because he knocked here.
Okay.
But I went from this door. And he's like, "Come out completely." I'm like, I'm on my doorstep. I step out, one doorstep, if you see. I'm like, "I'm okay here." He's like, "Tell your kids to move away. I don't want it to do in front of the kids." I'm like, "Okay." I said, "Dara, go down." They move here, and that's when he grabs my arm, physically pulls me out, twists and pulls me out, where I downright panic and scream, and he says, "You're under arrest for mischief and threatening." I'm like, "I didn't do anything. When did I do mischief?" Mischief means scribbling on walls, throwing something dirty into their house, writing some profanities to them, anything, saying them profanity. That's mischief. Ruining their property I understand mischief like that. What do you mean by mischief? Can you define me mischief?
I couldn't define it, but that's what I mean. Like, what I define it as is just what you think. But I mean, the criminal code or whatever it is might say a different version, so to speak, than what the average person might think.
But then that's a wrong way.
That's right.
Mischief means mischief, causing trouble or harm, bodily trouble or bodily harm to a property or a person. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mischief is that.
Yeah.
You caused. I didn't do anything. And then I threatened. I didn't threaten. I said, "Stop threatening." They were threatening. They have called the police. They are threatening to me. Now they have called this again. And I don't understand, when I was already taking the papers to sign, to see, to have a look. Why did he pull me and say, "I'm under arrest and I will only let you go if you sign these papers"?
That's what he said.
"I'll release you. Sign the papers."
Did he ever put handcuffs on you?
He almost did.
So he said that you were under arrest, but there was no handcuffs.
I didn't see.
Okay.
I totally almost blacked out. I was like, I had a solid asthma attack at that point.
Sorry?
I had a solid asthma attack at that point.
Okay. Yeah.
There were 3 of them.
And it must have been shocking, to say the least, like right from the start. So if I get this right, you were tentative at them because from the previous night. And then when 3 men show up, want you to come out, you came out, but they wanted you out further, and then he grabbed you. Uh-oh. hang on.
Hey, no noise. Can you stop? Vishan! Vishan, no noise, Zara.
Okay.
Sorry. So you had 3 of them come to your door, and you already had a bad experience with them just hours before. And when the one grabs you, you don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm an Indian, Punjabi. We don't go grabbing, hugging, kissing each other's arms or something. That's very invasive for me. A unknown male man grabbing my arm for no reason, without the presence of my husband or my father or my brother there. We are in a multicultural Canadian country. This is Canada, where they believe that everyone is equal, male or female. All religions are to be respected, right? All religions are to be followed, and everyone is respected and followed, irrespective. What did I do? Couldn't he have been just called nice? Like, listen, they filed a complaint against you. They should have talked to me. They didn't talk. He didn't even say anything. He was being very evasive, very secretive of what he has come to do. He should have said that they filed a case against you, and because you were there yesterday, and you have to sign these papers. It's nothing like that. You just have to come to the court and present yourself on this date, and you have to come to the police station on this date. Please sign here and here. What was wrong in saying that? And I would have said, okay, I would have spoken to my husband, and I would have said, okay, and he would have said that, see, this is, you can't say no to it, you'll have to sign it, just sign.
Yeah.
Why did he grab my arm dramatically and pull me out on the main, just to show everyone around that a woman is just to be suppressed just because she's fighting back, because I'm sitting here alone trying to protect my kids alone?
It's been a month of hell.
Yes, complete stress, and all the time at my wits' end. Oh, quiet down, he'll call someone, he'll create a problem. In my own house, where do the kids play?
Yeah. So to even go further, then you wrote the mayor who apologized?
He said, welcome to Port Hope, and I'll look into this matter as soon as possible. I'm not in the office, and I'm sorry you had to go through all this. Even Miss Carrie Anderson, she's been chatting with me.
Katie Andrews?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's been chatting with me. She's like, you have to come in for fingerprints. That's just preliminary. But we'll look into the matter. We'll sort it out.
And she said you also can do OIPRD, which is...
Yes.
And are you going to...
I did it.
You did it? Yeah.
I don't know their names.
No. They that's easy to, like, they'll know them. You said at the end of one of the videos, and I'm going to forget this exactly what you said. I forget, but you said welcome to Port Hope, or a nice welcome to...
Yeah, I said thank you for the welcome to Port Hope. This is the welcome I got. From my neighbors and from you all. You policemen are supposed to protect me.
Yeah.
And this is the welcome I get. Thank you. I said, thank you, I said, for welcoming me. I thought I'll be happy here in this neighborhood and in Porto.
And you reached out to them for help. It's not like you didn't ask for help. You reached out to them for help and you got none.
For her, a policewoman came to listen. For me, 2 men came to listen. To physically hurt me.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even wearing a mask. He was like right on my face, and that guy was creating a drama. Wear a mask, move 10 feet away.
So your neighbor was doing that, but the policeman wasn't.
It's all in the video. He's right on my face.
Yeah. What has to happen to make it better?
I don't want all this Amma, I think I don't want to stay here. I'll move away.
So you've been here for a month and you want to be gone. Tell me about then you went to the hospital.
Yeah, I had to go. I wasn't well. The doctor said, I'll give you a note for bed rest. You need bed rest.
Just because you're so stressed.
Overly.
Yeah.
And he said, you need to stay. I said, I can't do that. If I don't go, they'll charge me further.
And the thing is, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, please. You haven't had a lot of interaction with police in your life, I take it. So you don't know,
This is the
these are
first time.
these are people that you respect, these are people that you go to for help, these are people that should help you, and this is
Yes,
what you have
that's
in your
what
head now.
That's why I thought I'll be protected with them. Coming and knowing I'm alone here, they'll know. It's a small place, they'll know I'm alone here. They'll keep me in check. But this is what I get. I'm more scared now.
So you're scared of the police?
Everybody around.
Yeah. Yeah. This might be a strange question. Who are you scared more of, the police or your neighbor?
The police.
Just because they weren't there when you needed them?
And the way he grabbed me unnecessarily. He caused a drama to show to them.
Did he see this, the neighbor?
I didn't see.
Yeah. Okay.
But this next door neighbor, he's been living here for 20 years. He's a very old man. He came to me. He saw the whole thing. He's like, this is so very strange. I don't understand. Nothing like this has ever happened in my...
Okay.
He sat here. He stayed here until I calmed down. He came inside. He can barely walk. But he climbed down that big... My son helped him until my husband came home an hour later.
Did your kids see this or no?
My kids saw everything.
Even though you told them to go away, but they couldn't help once they heard mom.
No,
once they heard mom screaming.
Because the police tried grabbing my phone from me. So I threw the phone in and I called Dara back. Pick up the phone, call daddy. They're arresting me.
Okay. Wow.
So my husband saw it on video call.
Did he? So that's why that's why it's different? Like
Yes.
that's why you recorded some video, but then your husband saw it on the video call, the other stuff. So that's why there's a
Gap.
gap between the one from the other.
Then my husband told my son to try recording it, but he was very scared, so he hid behind the stairs. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah. I haven't asked this yet, and I don't know whether this is the wrong question to ask. So people might think something when there's nothing to think of, but I have to ask you, do you think it was racism?
Yes. What else is it? The moment I move in, I've been saying it that it's all been done because of my ethnicity. I've said it to everyone. Because I'm an Indian, I've asked this question to everyone. Miss Laurie Carr, Mr. John Bickle, and I've written it to the mayor too. Is it only because I'm Indian? I'll move away. Don't make me go like a criminal to the police station for thumbprints. I'll go away. I'll move away from here. I'm sorry I moved here. I said that to Mr. Bob Anderson in his mail. I said, don't make me do this. Just let me go peacefully. I'm sorry. I thought that I'll be happy here. Nothing more. It is racism, nothing else.
Yeah. Okay.
Why are they all behaving so strangely towards me the moment they look at me and hear my name?
And to this day, you haven't even met your neighbor.
No, I don't even know their name. I have 3 names on the paper. I don't know who's who.